Hi everyone, welcome to this little tutorial on Star Practice Tool. So Star Practice Tool is a Python plugin for the X-Plane flight simulator, and it basically allows you to set up a flight very easily to practice instrumental approach. So I'm just going to show you how it works and then go through a couple of examples. So in order to find the plugin, as with every other one, you go to the plugins menu and you can find it there. And you can see it's this small window with not much in it. It's quite simple actually. So let's go through the options. The first one is the airport that you are interested in flying to. So in this case I have Bilbao, which code is LEBB, but you can type any other code. For example, if I type the Heathrow code and it finds it. Or if you want to go back to the nearest airport, you can just click on nearest and that's it. So next is the actual star that you are interested in, and you can navigate them through the previous and next buttons. You can see here that the plugin tells you the initial heading for each star, so that can help you to set up the autopilot or just know what to expect. And finally, you have the altitude that you want to start in and the speed. And that's pretty much it. You can change the transparency here if you don't like it. And that's it. The, let's say, difficult part about using the plugin is actually knowing how each aircraft behaves when it gets suddenly teleported somewhere else. Let me show you a couple of examples. So this is Little Navmap, which is a very nice app for instrumental navigation in X-Plane. It's free and I really recommend you give it a try. Okay, so we have the airport here, and as you can see I have selected one approach which starts here in Maypax and it goes south over the sea, and we should have the land in front of us. So this will be the first one we try, and then I will show you another one. So for example, Santander to T. So this one starts over the city of Santander. It starts going east over the coast, so we should have the sea on our left and land on our right. Okay, so first we were saying that we are going to try a Maypax 1T approach, and I will select an altitude of 8,000 and speed of 110 knots. The speed is very important to be a reasonable one for the aircraft that you are flying. So in this case with the Skyhawk, I'm just setting up a speed that is in the green part here, so it should be a reasonable one. Okay, so before clicking go, we will make sure that we have the aircraft ready. So the first thing is the trim. It should be close to neutral position or takeoff position, but actually a bit more nose down because we will be flying a bit faster than during the takeoff. So this will help with stabilizing the flight. And the same thing with the engine. If you have the actual throttle that you will be using during the flight, that will help to smooth things up. So let's click go. Now as you can see we are over the sea as we expected, but we are not actually flying south yet. In fact, we are not flying at all. So the first time you click go, the aircraft moves to the right place, but you have to click go again to start flying. So you can use this time to set things up if you need to. So for example, we can set the initial heading here. The plugin also says that you can use this time to set up the autopilot, which is true, but it actually depends on which aircraft you are flying. So for example, if you engage the altitude mode now, the aircraft thinks that it's on ground level, so it will try to go down. So it actually depends on which aircraft you are flying. And I actually wanted to show this issue because that's one example of the kind of things you can find with different aircraft. Okay, so let's click go again. So now we have to spend a few moments trying to stabilize the aircraft, which shouldn't be too difficult if you took care of the trim and the throttle. So yeah, now I will just engage the autopilot in heading and altitude mode. And as you can see, it was quite smooth. And you can now fly the approach like you would fly it in any other flight. It's not different that we actually use the plugin for that. But instead, as we said, we are going to try another one now. So we will go to Santander 2T, sorry. And for that, you just select it. I will use the same altitude and speed. So click go again. So again, we are over the city of Santander, which you can see down here. But we are not actually flying east as we expected. So again, the flight is stopped. We are on the right place. So you have to set things up now. I will set the new heading now. And we can click go again. And things should be fine. So yeah, that's all you need to know in order to use the plugin in general without any particular aircraft issues. I will pause the simulation now. There is just one more thing that I wanted to show you. If you go to Plugins Python Interface Control Panel, you can find this window here. So this controls all of the plugins that are implemented with the Python interface for Explain, like this one, but you might have other ones. So if you have any issue with the plugin, this should be the first place that you look for a solution. But the most interesting thing here is the reload scripts button. So if for any reason the plugin stops working, you can just click on reload scripts and try again. Please do not confuse it with reload plugins, which reloads all of the plugins that you have installed in Explain and not just the Python ones. So it takes much longer. In fact, reload scripts is immediate. So let's try it now. I can open the plugin again, and you can see that it's actually reset because now the nearest airport is Santander and the altitude is the default again. The speed is actually stored for you, so if you use the same aircraft every time, you set the speed, you don't have to worry about it every single time. So that's it. If you have any issues with it, please report them and I will try to find the solution. Hope you enjoyed, and bye bye. Thanks for watching.